Hi everyone, Karen Strange here. I've put together a little video to help you with registering for the new 7th edition. It's a little bit different than how it was registering for the 6th edition, taking the exam, preparing to come to the live workshop. So it's a little more involved, so I'm gonna hopefully help you with that with this little video clip. So if you were to go to my website and you'd see workshops, scroll down to AAP, NRP book and testing information, which again will be in that email that you get. Right now I have and will have both information about the 6th and 7th edition. I am using the 6th edition until January 1st. January 1st, we will be using the 7th edition, so you would scroll down. This is going to say complete the 7th edition online. You would click on that. That is going to take you to the NRP website. And so when you go to the NRP website, now you're going to click on, they have the learning management system here for NRP, and this is what I want to guide you through. That brought us to this page. Most likely everybody is a first-time student, so you're going to have to register. When you click there, that's going to take you to this page. You're going to select an institution. Your institution is going to be self-registration. And then you're going to fill this out. And so I'm going to fill some of it out, and then I'm going to pause this and come right back. So here we go, Karen Strange. I have a middle initial, just H. I'm going to change all of this. So let's put a little pause. So I've kind of filled this out. Mountain Time, that's where I live, my language, and then you have to do this. You must select a department. Unless you fall under these categories, you need to mark Other. And then you're going to hit Submit. Once you hit Submit, this is the next page that comes up. So you're a student learner. That's the only one you have to pay attention to. You're going to have this instruction as a download also, so you can have that available, but I'm going to lead you through that. And then you always click Continue. And so now we're going to find an elective course. I'm going to click here. We are going to want to take the NRP Provider course. That's what you're here for, the 7th edition NRP Provider. That's what the course is. Going to click on that. And there are two parts to it. Two parts to this. Part 1, two parts. One is the exam. The other is actually signing up for the class and doing the eSim and everything. But we're going to do that step by step. So now we're going to hit Enroll. And we're going to create an ID. Okay, so this is the course requirement. It does have me here. Now I'm going to fill this out. This is separate from your NRP login, which is what we just filled out. So you're going to have two logins for this testing. So I'm going to fill this out. I'm going to pause it to fill it out, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I've filled all this out. Do note that your password has to have 3 of the 4 following items: lowercases, uppercases, numbers, or special characters. I've done that. Now I'm going to hit Yes and click Save. So I want to keep in mind you have 2 separate logins. So you want to make sure you have your NRP login, and this is creating your HealthStream ID login. So now we click on that. Okay, please note the following steps. So I'm going to go to my email, which I'm going to have to open up. So I'm going to, again, pause and show you that, and then we'll continue here. Okay, so this is the email. I got my email in here, so I'm going to click here to confirm personal email address. Okay, my account has been confirmed. So now I don't have to do anything with this. I can close it. I'm going to go back to where we were and continue to the course. Okay, as I said, there are 2 parts. So we'll just click on this really quickly. This is where we go to pay for the exam. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to fill this out, and then I'm going to come back and hit purchase. So I'll be right back again. I've filled everything out, and now I'm going to hit purchase now. This is a little window that comes up. You're just going to hit submit payment. Okay, that went through. Very good. So it's going to say that I've purchased a course. That's right here. And now I'm going to start. You have to complete all of these before you can get to the next section. So we're going to start with Terms of Use Agreement. Click on that. You're going to see this. Just scroll all the way down, accept Terms of Use. Okay, I got one thing done. Yay! Okay, so now I'm going to hit the questions. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to turn it off and join you at the end so that you don't see the answers. So I'll see you in just a minute on the other side. I clicked submit, and I wanted you to see that it says I'm about to take the test. There's 25 questions. You have to score 80%. Click complete test at the end to score the test. And again, this is really important. The test is not timed, and it's open book. So have your book open, take your time. You can always log out if you need to and come back. So ready? I'm going to hit start test, but I don't want to show you the answers. Okay, so I finished section 1, and as you can see, I got one wrong, but I passed, and so now I'm going to exit the test. It tells you what chapter it is. I've done 37% of the test. Now I'm going to do exam section 2 that also has 25 questions. So I'm going to hit start. Well, I'm actually going to turn this off and hit start again. Okay, I finished section 2, and as you can see, I got this one wrong. They changed it. I've taken the test now 5 times. But regardless, I passed. That's good enough. So now I'm going to exit the test. And as you can see, both of these are checked off. And now we're going to begin the eSim, which is a little challenging. So here we go. I'm going to start. You're going to have to go here and launch the course. A separate window is going to come up. The disclaimer, you do have to check this. Okay, then the tutorial begins, which I'm not going to play right here. So, but my suggestion is you play it and you watch it. It's only, let's see, it's 8 minutes. It's a really good thing to watch because this is like a video game. I found this extremely challenging. Preparation. So you got to let it load. And I don't have this updated, so I'm always telling it to run. So this is going to be the preparation, and you're always waiting for this to load. So I'm just going to explain things on here. So when you go to the preparation. You're going to have to turn this all on for the first time under preparation. The way you turn it on is you're going to click on each one of these and then the checks will occur. Now for every scenario, you are going to have to set these four pieces of equipment each time. So the way you set that equipment is you click on it, and then you're going to have to know how much pressure. Click on it. Here you're going to have to turn it on. You're going to have to set your manometer. What is your peak inspiratory pressure and your positive and expiratory pressure? This is for every single case. Your oxygen, you're going to have to set the flow meters and adjust the oxygen saturation for birth. So the way that it works, so once you've checked everything off, you'll probably are still going to have a few things. The way you turn these on is you click on them. That's pretty much it. See, there it went. The pulse oximeter, notice. Just click on it. Everything is clicked and ready to go. Now it tells me that my equipment check is completed. So I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to begin. I'll just turn this off. It's important to know that at any time you can actually look at the flow chart right here, reference material, and case info. That's for each one. All right, so we're going to begin with the practice case. Now, for my computer, I don't have this running, so I turn it on each time. This is Baby Jai. You have to wait until it's finished loading to begin the scenario. And I'm just going to do a little bit. You do need to do 2 out of 4 of these, and you have to watch the CPAP video. Now, I'm just going to suggest that you really do the practice case to get ready, to get comfortable. I have found this to be like a video game, which I am not very good at. So everything is still pre-checked here, except for my gauges, my instruments that I have to set. So I'm going to set this, which I'm not going to do. So I'm going to have to set this one and this one and this one. Once I do that, it is going to lead me to the begin exercise. So let me get there. Okay, so I've turned on all of my instruments that I need to. I've set all my instruments up, and now my equipment check is completed. Now it's going to say, am I ready to attend the birth? And then you're going to click yes. And then, are you ready to begin? And here is the scenario of your baby. Be sure you read this. The other thing I want to say before you begin is, once you hit OK, you're going to be given a picture of the baby. This little window is going to disappear, and your baby is going to show up. The clock is already going. So just a few pointers. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just a few pointers. So I'm going to hit OK. And I have learned to just stop. Pause it right off the beginning, because there's my timer. I'm already at 17 seconds, and I need to orient myself to where is everything on this table. I'm going to drag and drop, which you should have learned by listening to the tutorial, dragging and dropping that which I want to put on the baby. So, so I'll do a little bit of this. So my baby comes out. I'm going to want to dry the baby. So you drag the towel over, you dry the baby. I'm going to want to do some tactile stimulation. And then I'm probably going to want to listen to the baby's heart rate. And I have to auscultate the heart. Okay, that doesn't sound very good, does it? So I might put the pulse oximeter on. I may want to Oh, low heart rate. Well, actually, I probably want to start bagging. I'm going to use the flow inflating bag. I notice that I have no chest wall movement, so I'm going to, well, I've already done the sniffing position. I'm going to reapply the mask. Reposition. Now I'm going to use the bulb. Oh, I want to suction the mouth first. And then I'm going to suction the nose. I still don't see chest wall, so I'm going to increase the pressure. Maybe I'll increase the pressure a little bit more. There we go. I've got good chest wall movement. I'm going to want to assess the baby some more. This will take the heart. Oh, that's not sounding very good. Sounds like I might need to intubate. So I'm going to intubate. Takes a few seconds for them to get it in. Then they're going to be bagging. I'm going to want to auscultate the heart, the lungs. Okay, I'm waiting to see what my heart rate is. Okay, it's going in. I see that. Ventilating. Maybe I'll put my ECG leads on. Oh, I should have increased the oxygen. I'm going to increase the oxygen here. But let's see. 49. I need to begin chest compressions. Anytime you do chest compressions, I'm giving you some answers here. So now remember, at any time you can pause to kind of regroup. What have you done? What have you not done? Where are you? Do you need to look at your flow chart? All right. It's going to open up to about where you are. You can also get the story, the scenario.
1 and 2 and 3 and breathe and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe and
maybe I'll put on the temperature. So 63. So I'm going to stop compressions. Okay, good. That's increasing. Okay. And I'm just going to let this go to 100 and end the scenario so you can see what is next. Okay, we're almost there. Come on, you're doing good, baby. That's it. A bit of time has passed. It's going on my side. Okay, I'm going to stop bagging. And now I'm going to end the scenario. So do I want to continue practicing? Which you can, and I highly recommend you do that. I would also suggest playing this over again till you begin the cases. So we're going to quit the scenario. Okay, and so this is what I have found. It doesn't really end. So you have to just go into case 1. So case 1, it's going to be the same thing. Here is the scenario for baby Santiago. You want to wait till it finishes loading. Once it finishes loading, you're going to start scenario, and it's going to be the exact same thing that we just went through. You're going to put everything through it. Hold on. I'm going to start this in just a second. There we go. And as you can see, I'm going to have to turn everything on again. I have some things already set, but I'm going to have to turn all of this on. When I've done all of that, it'll ask me to start the scenario. I do get familiar again with what I'm going to use, which bag, how it's all going to work, dragging it over, clicking the appropriate actions. And then when you're done, what is going to come up when you actually end the scenario, it's going to give you a score. And it's going to show you what you did right or what you did wrong. I have to say the first few I did were pretty low. It was really hard for me to get oriented for this. Some of you, this might be really easy. You can do it over and over and over and try to increase your score. Regardless, you have to do 2 before you can complete this section. You can do case 1, case 4, and then there's a video on, let's see, let me show you case 4. So here's a spontaneous vaginal birth. You can look at each one and decide which one you feel like doing. Some of them do have a lot of interventions that you might not be doing in the out-of-hospital setting. And then there is a video in how to apply CPAP. You watch this. That's all you have to do. And then once you're done with this, it is going to go to the completion. So I'm going to run through this so that I can show you what it looks like when we're all done. And I'll meet you on the other side. Okay, to show you what happens when you complete the scenario, how it's supposed to look, I can either have the baby stay with the mother or transfer to post-resuscitative care. I'm pretty sure this baby needs to be transferred. So now it's going to give me my score, which is probably terrible, 62. A little frustrating to do this. I'm sure it will be for you. But it tells you all the things and the errors and where, the timed feedback. So you can look at it and then you can do it again. Do it again if you want to. I'm going to do another one of these and then I'll be back. Again, on this one, I'm going to send this baby for post-resuscitation care. And I got a 68 this time. Okay, so the areas where I kind of messed up, I can go through this, try and get them in the correct order. I realized I did a lot of these things, and it tells you exactly when you should have done it. So it is pretty helpful. I have to say that I've done it numerous times to go up into the upper 80s and 90s because it does take practice. So you can't really rush through that as much as you'd like to. Time. It all takes quite a bit of time. So you're going to watch this video, which you're not going to watch here. So I'm going to turn this off. Okay, even if you are not going to be using CPAP, you still need to watch this video. It's only 25 seconds, and then I can close this out. I close that out. It tells me that I have completed the eSim cases. So now I'm going to go through the provider exam and eSim evaluation. So this is next. So you have to answer these questions. They want feedback. So I'm going to enter this and then bring you back on. Okay, a few points I want to make. You have to answer these questions. If on any of them you don't have something to say, you must enter N/A or it won't go through. Now I'm going to complete my evaluation. Okay. So from here, I can return to the curriculum or view my certificates, view my completion. So let's just view the certificate. So there's the certificate. You can print that out. You can, okay, view my certificate. So this took me to, let's see, what else was not done here? The provider course. So part 2. So this I found a little confusing. So section 1 and section 2 have to do with the test. That is all covered under part 1. Part 2 is actually registering for the class. So they are different. The exam has a section 1 and section 2 that we just went through. Now, and that completes part 1, everything we've done up until now. And now we're going to do part 2. Okay, but I think I'd like to show you your CEU. Here's your CME certificate. So you need to print this out and bring this to class. You must present the certificate form to your instructor in order to participate in the instructor-led event. So the live class, you must bring this with you. Okay, your name should be on it. Just bring this whole thing. You printed your certificate, and now we're going to go back to do. And we're going to do part 2, which is different from section 2. You know what? I just want to show you. Okay, it's showing. That's done. Okay. Part 2. Okay, check for part 1 completion. Let's click on that. Course prerequisites have been met. Okay, I can keep going forward. Now, choose an event. Again. So now we're going to the instructor-led event, hands-on session. So what you're going to do is you are going to have to find me. You have to enroll on the website. The way you do that is enter the time period within which you're looking for the class. So let's see. I think we have this through January. Then enter my name, Strange. Strange, see, I come up. You're going to click on Strange, and it's going to show you what events are listed. Then you're going to register. So let's register for the one in Littleton. They're all going to say NRP, Integrative Resuscitation Newborn Littleton. Hitting register. Let's see. There we go. Registration successful. Okay, so that's all you had to do to register. Now to view the event. So this is where it's going to be. It'll have the information of where it's going to be. Now all of them are going to say this middle of the night time, because the times could not be adjusted for the correct time zones in the NRP website. So please refer to your email and brochure as to the time, the exact time. The day will be correct, but the time won't be correct in the instructor-led event hands-on session. Welcome back after taking the live workshop. So now we're going to go through how to get your card. It's a pretty simple process, and hopefully you've waited a week to download this week, plus or minus. Allows me the time to go back in and mark you as passed. So let's go through the steps of how to go back to your card. So you're going to log into the NRP website. This is actually the NRP website, but probably if you put in the search engine NRP, it'll come up. Just like in the beginning, once you come to the NRP website, you're going to click on NRP, Learning Management System. That's going to take you here. This is still part of HealthStream, so you're logging into your HealthStream account, and click. So it takes us here where we were in the beginning, and you don't need to do anything except click continue. As you can see, this is Amanda, my assistant. I've done the test numerous times. So it opens to your to-do list, and you want to go to Profile, click on Resuscitation Cards, click on Options, View Card, Takes a second for it to come up, and there's your card. You can go back into NRP anytime you want and get your card. If you need to send it, you can email it. No longer will you be contacting me about your card, and then you just print this, and that's the end. So I know this was a little bit different than the way it used to be, and it's a bit challenging, but let me know if you have any problems. Please contact me at Karen@KarenStrange.com, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of years. Bye now.